can always give us a call and speak to Howard and Stephanie live, 789-6559, extension 2803. All right, we are talking about some great colored gems right now. It's been fascinating to see just the variety that are available. But we also have people, as you mentioned, you know, that can actually have the stones and then come and design. So I believe that that's a question that we're looking at right now, coming to us via Facebook. So if we can take a look at it on the screen, we'll have an opportunity to see with the question, especially when it comes to designing. This comes from Audra Brousseau-Cook. I love buying loose stones, but how can I keep the cost down when designing a ring for them?
Well, one of the things to really keep down the cost is to pick an existing ring mount. So instead of having it completely custom made, choosing something from our stock that was perhaps purchased by us when gold was a lot lower, and we do have those hidden gems in the store because we make a point to not reprice things if we have personally purchased them at a lower amount. So I would welcome you to come into the store and we can hunt for the perfect setting for you.
And even if we did some alterations on that setting, it's still a lot less expensive than creating the whole thing from scratch.
And I'm assuming too, there are so many varieties when you're talking about the molds and the ring settings that you guys have. Just seeing
after 45 years,
I can't even imagine. It's kind of like you're going through catalogs at one point,
exactly.
Just looking at everything. All right, we're working any questions that might come in, but I do want to ask you because I know after our last segment, you guys were heading to Las Vegas.
Yes.
This is, for people to understand, it is like the show of the shows. It's like the Stanley Cup of jewelers, pretty much, right?
Well put.
Okay, so what was it like? What was there? What's different? What was out?
Well, our mornings, it was literally a week, a solid week of being there from 8:30 in the morning to 7 o'clock at night with about 15-minute lunch breaks. It is like multiple football fields of kiosks that are just lined up. So I must have, by the end, done about only 80% of the show.
And that was Monday, and that was full-on days with a 10-minute lunch break and stuffing
15.
So what was it, you know, a section for diamonds, a section for color gems? Like,
Yes.
is it pretty much broken down?
It's partially broken down, but it was really fabulous, and what we saw was a lot of very impressive diamonds. Actually, if you go onto the Howard's Facebook page, the most impressive ring that I have seen in a very, very long time, I got to try on there. It was a 10-carat fancy light pink diamond that costs us $175,000 a carat.
And
so
there was
11 carats. That would have been our
that would have been your
couple $1 million.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
if you go on Facebook, you'll see it, and you'll see it. It is truly fabulous.
Now, for someone like you who is so passionate about, you know, the work that you do and the products that are available, what was it like for you to have something like that on your hand, knowing the value and knowing the, you know, the story behind this diamond?
I can honestly tell you that because when I work the shows, I'm like up and down the aisles, up and down. And this stone literally stopped me in my tracks. Like I was walking and I literally stopped and I like went back and I was like, is that what I think it is? And the gentleman was so nice. And you know, in the jewelry business, whether we're talking on a retail end or a wholesale end, when you have passion and when you're interested, people don't mind taking the time to talk to you and to teach you about things. That's the way we feel too in our business. So even though I made it very clear to him that this was not for me, he was just really encouraging, and he just let me try it on, and he wanted to talk to me all about it, and it was truly something that I will probably never see again.
Well, that's really neat.
And don't forget, the highlight too is that we concluded the deal with Forevermark, that we're going to be the distributors for De Beers Forevermark in the whole area.
Yeah, so De Beers has come up with this brand new thing, and there's only a handful of retailers that are going to be in Canada, and they've chosen us for Ottawa. And what it's called is Forevermark. And the great thing about Forevermark in Canada is it's going to be really the most reliable diamond source for truly Canadian diamonds. And this has been a very big problem in our industry for the last little bit, the authenticity of the Canadian diamond and knowing that the same diamond that came out of the ground that was cut, mined, and polished overseas and coming back as the same diamond. So now, because of this deal that we made with them, we have the most reliable and best source for Canadian diamonds. And now we can get Canadian diamonds in every single shape possible. So whether you want a pear shape, whether you want an emerald cut, whether you want a heart shape, anything that you want,
will be available
in a truly Canadian diamond. And beforehand, that was not possible.
Well, and congratulations on being
Yeah.
recognized as the place here in Ottawa that they
Yes.
wanted to be able to do business with. We do have to take a commercial break. I didn't ask you about your gadgets. I want to know if there were any new gadgets to be
there were
to have
lots.
some fun with. So we're going to take a commercial break. If you have some questions, please send them in. All the information listed right there on your screen. There's a beautiful shot of so many of the jewelry that's available. 789-6559, extension 2803. You can leave us a message on our Facebook page or send us an email. We're back after this.